Okay, we are live. How we doing? This looks like it's working. Hello everyone, welcome to the DEATHRAY chat. I don't have a guitar with me right now on my lap because I've got Ivy here. She decided it was cuddle time. So, yeah, we'll just do a bit of chat for now. Oh, she actually thinks it's playtime. Okay, how are we all doing? Who have we got here? We got Molly, we got Paul, 10 a.m. for Paul over there in the US. We got Matthew Barr, Red Wings are on TV. Red Wings, not the Boots. Yes. Dan Davis, let's go Liverpool. Apparently there's a lot of sport on today. Might have some clashes there. I'm not really a sports person, as you can probably tell. But that's okay. Who else have we got? Human Flies, Evening All. Excellent. Matthew Barr. Yorkie Mike, hello. NHL Hockey, cool. I never watched much of it, but I remember the Sega game. I know you could like punch each other. That was fun. So how are we all doing? Let's talk about what I'm going to talk about today. It's Sunday. I've been to Bedlam this weekend. There's a psychobilly festival in Northampton, England, called Bedlam. I played with one of my bands there. So that was at the Bear. That was in the after show party with the Coyote Men, and we weren't playing till 2 a.m. this morning. And it's a couple of hours away, so I got home at 6 a.m. this morning. Had a bit of sleep. And that's pretty much all I've done today. Had a bath, made a Bloody Mary, and me and Ivy are going to chill out with you guys. We're going to talk about some Patreon questions. I've got lots of questions to look at, so I'll answer all of those. I've also got a little competition for a t-shirt, so we'll do that soon. And what else was I going to... Oh yeah, I've got some pedals to have a little play with. So last week we looked at some fuzz, slapback and tremolo. This week, if my little video's working, yeah, little desk cam, how'd you like that? I've got a Danelectro Rocker Bite here, which is a mix of a delay and an overdrive. I've also got a Danelectro Rocky Road over there, so we'll be having a little play with them. And yeah, let's talk about sponsors today. We're running a promotion with Slackjaw. Slackjaw Apparel do some really cool stuff. I reached out to them. I said, hey, I like your stuff. Would you consider working together? I've got a YouTube channel. I really like this stuff. There's some cool stuff on there. They sent me some things, and they've given me and you a promo code. So if you go to the description in this, you'll get a 15% off when you go to their website. And I saw a lot of people wearing their stuff at Bedlam. Actually, it seems to be quite the rockin' brand at the minute. They do the stripy stuff. Anyway, that's enough marketing. What are you doing, Ivy? She's in a playful mood. She's nibbling at me. Who we got? Mojave Desert. Wow, Lee the Bee. Welcome. Derby Crash. Santa Cruz, California. Green Fuzz from Lanzarote, Canary Islands, Spain. Amazing. Lee the Tapitio. Yes. And I have my Bloody Mary here with the same sauce. So that's not going to be the competition question this time. Obviously, that would be too easy. I'll come to that soon. Yeah, let's see if Ivy will let me play a bit of guitar. What do you think? You can probably just see a little black mound here. Hey, from North Carolina. This is great. We've got people all over the world. Slackjaw's stripy long sleeves are super cool. There is a discount code. I've put it in the description of this video. I believe it's... I can't remember what it is. You'll see it. Let me just check. I'll tell you right now. Yeah, and if you basically get any stuff from them with the discount code, that'll let them know that I'm doing a good job selling their stuff. And hopefully, yeah, they'll give me some more stuff. And you'll get a discount. The discount code is X-Ray 15. So not DEATHRAY, but X-Ray 15. There you go. So, upstate New York. Oh, you got it, Human Fly. Good. Let's see if Ivy will let me play some guitar. Sorry, my love. Let's do this. Okay. Got the telly here. So, what have we got now? I got nothing on at the minute, so to speak. Just going into the quilter here, okay? So there's a little bit of overdrive on there. I'll take it down. Take the gain down there. Hey, Dave from Rotterdam, welcome. That's already a little bit overdriven. That's fine. I think that's everything else is off, yeah. What's for tea, Dave? Alright, Rocker Bite. Ivy, where are you going? She's going on an adventure. Don't break anything, please. Okay, let's look at the Rocker Bite. Let's stick on the video. Okay, so here it is. That's nothing's going on at the minute. I'm going to turn on the echo. There we go. Now, I don't know how well you can see this, but there's a little slider here. So all the way to the left, you got a fairly quick slap back there. All the way to the right, it's a slower one. You got a level here, that's just the overall level. Ivy's chosen this time to have a little bath, that's nice. So that's just your level on your left there. What have we got here? We got a speed. So the speed is the slider, that's right. This dial here is the echo level, so on the highest level. There you go. On the lowest level, it's not going to be there. So you could use that as a little clean boost, I suppose. So this is one of those pedals, like, it's specifically made for that slapback rockabilly sound. It doesn't do that much else. But if that's what you want, it's great. I'm not sure if they make these anymore. They're pretty big and heavy, and they're shaped like a car, which is ace, you know, and you put down, press the button, you're, Ivy, do you have to do that there right now? Well, you know, okay. Yeah, it looks like the wing of a Cadillac or something. Pretty cool. So, I like it on a quicker speed. And then this one here is level speed. This is a drive. Oh no, this is the repeat dial. So if you go full, that's the maximum amount of repeats you can have. If you have it on nothing, it's just the one. So I like just having the one, but it is fun to whack that up a bit. Maybe make those repeats a little bit longer apart. I'll switch to my P90 in the neck. So that's pretty cool. I'll go to my go-to kind of rocking thing. So there you go, it's fairly simple. There we go. really like the sound of that. It's great. Yeah, only problem potentially is that it's pretty big and heavy. Hey DM from Germany. Did I build the telly? No, but my friend did. So what this is, it's actually a vintage brand guitar. So there's I think they're a UK company called Vintage, and they do budget guitars. You can get a telly. And what we did, my friend Johnny helped me build it. Well, he did it mostly because he's better with his hands. I sort of just did what I asked, which was very cool of him. We got a vintage guitar, and the necks are really good on them. It played really nice. I'm fairly sure the body is original as well. He's done a real nice relic job on it. Real kind of... Is this mic still on? Yeah, sometimes I knock the lead. Bop. He's relicked up the fretboard there. And we tried to make this. I really like the finish where you can see a bit of wood underneath the paint. But because it's a cheap guitar, the black paint is this really thick poly plastic stuff. So you couldn't really get to the wood. But this, like, I chose this colour here. I'm basically ripping off Daniel Donato because he's got a guitar in this colour. And I think I love the P90s. So I gotta have a P90 there. I think he cut the neck shape because it was like not a telly shape. I don't know if that's a legal thing. So he made it more of a telly shape just by chipping away there. We've got the headstock. Says Hickster because he's called Johnny Hick, and it's an X-ray caster. Sorry, X-ray catster. I think the tuners might be new. It even stamped in my name in the back there, El Nico. I don't know if you can see that. What else is different? This is a Wilkinson's bridge with the vintage style brass saddles, the 3 saddles instead of the 6. That's a standard telly pickup, I think. I think his cousin Wine's pickups. I can't remember the details, but they're super nice. Paul Wolf, I ripped you off when I got my telly, seafoam green. Awesome. I don't know if I've seen that one, Paul. You'll have to post it in the Discord for us all to see. By the way, there's a DEATHRAY Cat Discord where we can all post our gear. There's a little DEATHRAY Pets section and just general chat. Don't know if any of you are into that sort of thing. I'll post a link for that later. Okay. So what else was I saying? The only other thing that's different with this telly that some people like to do, it's quite an easy mod, I believe, is the volume and tone plate is switched around. So normally you have your volume over here, your tone there is in the middle still, and your switch is there. But the cool thing with this is you can reach your volume a bit easier. It's a little easier, so you can do that sort of pedal steel volume swell kind of thing. You can do it with the tone as well. There you go. So yeah, I was talking about this pedal, wasn't I? So let's go back. So echo's all cool. It's also got a drive on it, so let's hit that. Oi. There you go, that lights up as well. It's a little crunchy for me, let's bring it down just a little bit. Let's try it on the bridge pickup. Let me just change that camera, it's not that interesting, is it? I just think it's really cool because you can just have that one pedal. Say you had to choose one, you'd have an overdrive and a slapback. Like, what else do you need, really? Pretty cool. I could even like try going straight into an interface with that. I don't know how that would sound. I can't bypass my amp that easily. Hey Bob from Leeds, how we doing? Delicious, Bloody Mary. After the night I've had and the day I've had, that's going down really nicely. Really taking the edge off. Yeah, last week you had to guess the hot sauce, and Nigel won a record. So let's look at this week's competition. I'm going to give away a t-shirt. I've got these ones here. Death to the X-Ray Cat Trio, Leeds, West Yorkshire. You could win one of those. Or if you don't want that one, we've got some other designs. I've got the DEATHRAY cat stuff as well. I'll let you choose a shirt if you've got your size. Now, it's going to be quite difficult. You got to tell me what I'm doing on Tuesday this week. What am I going to be doing on Tuesday this week? First person to guess will win a t-shirt. I'm not going to give you any clues. I'm going to see how you go. Yeah, what am I doing on Tuesday? You can win DEATHRAY cat, or sorry, an X-Ray Cat Trio shirt. There you go. There's your wasabi. The other thing I've got over here is this guy here. I'll tell you what. We'll come back to that because I said we were going to look at some questions and answers. My first ever TV show. It's kind of fun. Right, Patreon questions. Matt Barr says, can you invite the cats? And well, Ivy's just come here of her own accord. Matthew Barr, taking the cats to the vet? No, hopefully not. We've done enough of that. Our Wolfie's been eating stuff he shouldn't. He ate a big long ribbon, and we had to take him to the vet. Luckily he was fine. He had some x-rays and stuff. Bob, job interview? No. Luckily, I'm somewhat employed, if you can call it that. I'm self-employed. I'm managing. It's not come to that just yet. But you never know. Things could change. In this economy, we're all having to hustle a little bit, aren't we? So, here are the cats, yeah. Chunky Tonk Flo. Don't know if he's here right now, but Flo, Chunky Tonk Flo, he's made a Spotify playlist of all the DEATHRAY cat lessons. Somewhere I've posted a link to that. I'll have to find it again. Yeah, I won't go searching for it now. But there's a playlist. It's called Songs DEATHRAY cat taught us. If you search it in Spotify, you'll find the playlist, and he's adding into it. Getting into the studio? No. It's a good guess. Off on holiday? No, I wish. So, more Patreon questions. Oh, Chunky Tonk Flow, yeah, that's what I was saying. He was asking what the deal with the spooky surf was. Like, what's the connection there? Because I've done a playlist on spooky surf songs to learn and stuff like that. I'll find that link for you. So, yeah, what's the deal with that? I don't know. There's just loads of cool spooky surf bands. There's the Ghastly Ones. There's Messachups. And there seems to be a bit of a running theme with surf bands and like sci-fi or horror, spooky stuff. Just goes hand in hand for me. And I just think there's something about those particular scales that I use, the minor chords maybe, the tremolo. I mean, that's not necessarily like surf or spooky, but in the right context. It's all about atmosphere. Yeah, I didn't really answer that question. It's just, I feel like it's a thing, spooky surf. I like all that stuff. Let me look at the chat and see if anyone's guessed the answer to the question of what I'm doing on Tuesday for a t-shirt. Going for a haircut. No, I don't have that much hair left anymore. So I just shave it off every now and again. Human Fly says, I have a YouTube playlist called Anyone Can Play the Cramps with a load of yours and other people's videos. Excellent. Human Fly, nice one. Thanks for that. Getting the car service. No, I've done that recently. My van had some big work done on it. You've got as many guesses as you like. You've got as many guesses until someone gets it. Do I ever wish I had a Bixby on this telly? You know what? Sometimes it's nice not to have a Bixby. The tuning is more stable, I find. And it makes you play a little differently. It makes you, because when you got a Bixby, you're more likely to lean into that. You can do a bit of neck wobbling. But no, I'm quite happy with that. I enjoy a stop tail, as they call them, every now and again. I've got a Gretsch Electromatic cat's eye model with the D-Armands. That's the stop tail, and it just feels really solid. It's a different kind of guitar. Going to the dentist? No, thank the Lord, because I do need to go. Actually, thanks for the reminder. Definitely need a spooky playlist for us this Halloween birthday. With Halloween birthday? Yes. New tattoo on Tuesday? No, I wish I had the spare cash. Human Fly, I'm currently Googling gigs in Leeds. No, it's not a gig. New guitar? No. Eye test? No. New tattoo? No. Britain's Got Talent auditions? No, thank you very much. Is it time to give you a clue? Some of you got a little bit close there. I'm going to answer another couple of Patreon questions and then I'll give you a clue, but keep guessing. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Chunky Tonk Flow also asked how we decide on genres for my band X-Ray Cat Trio. That's a good question. We do play some different styles within the genre of rock and roll, rockabilly, surf. Sometimes we'll do a country tune. And the reason for that is I just enjoy all of that music. Let's get that tremolo off. So like we'll play something like that for your rocky country-ish kind of stuff. There's more you got your surfy kind of stuff. But the thing is, when you're writing songs, everyone's different, but I find it quite difficult. So when I've written anything, it's like, well, I need to use that because, I don't know, I would find it harder just to write one kind of music, in a way. It's really weird. So basically, if I like it and I think it sounds cool, then it'll be okay for the X-Ray Cat Trio, because I know I'm not going to write a disco song. That would be weird. But as long as it's within the kind of scope of 50s, 60s, 70s, kind of that era of guitar stuff, I think it works, kind of. And there's stuff that ties it together, like the way we play. But it is interesting, because some people would argue, like, oh, you go see a band and they're playing loads of different styles and it's a bit jarring, which could be true. But I think there's enough of similarities there. There's a Canadian band called the Sadies that I saw. They came to play in Leeds. I think they played with Neil Young at some point, but like they were playing a similar kind of mix of surfy stuff, like cowboy country, 60s garage, and it just really worked, and it made me feel a bit better about what we do, because like, yeah, you can just play what you want. Little rant there. So yeah, we don't decide what genre to do. It just kind of happens. Motorbike test, no. I think you can make tabs from the band The Hawkmen. Oh, I've played with The Hawkmen. Perhaps the song Under Your Spell. Doing court, no, thankfully. I've been a good boy so far. Is that guitar Fender Telecaster with P90? It's not a relic. It's it's a newish guitar that's been relicked. New band audition, no. Going for a colonoscopy, no, thankfully. I'm not a musician or guitar player at all. Learned a few tunes from your vids, thank you. You're very welcome, Badass Wood. Paul would like to see another lesson on the country picking. That's cool, Paul. Thing is, I don't actually know that many techniques there. I know I've got a few like go-to patterns, and once you know a pattern or two, you just kind of move it around depending on what chord you're playing. Yeah, not an expert on that, but I do enjoy doing what I know. That's the whole alternate thumb picking and then adding the higher strings. But yeah, I've done lessons on those. Maybe I should do a refresh. What is my amp? I'm going through a Quilter Superblock US today. But I also enjoy this Supro for when I want to be louder. It's got an inbuilt tremolo and reverb. Daisy up your butterfly one time. Yeah, I'm hoping to do every single Cramps tune. Like, there's loads, but I might as well. I've kind of started, so I might as well do them all. Maybe there might be some like really obscure ones that don't need doing. I don't know. Well, I'm looking at you. I'm going a little slow today, guys. Like I said, I didn't get much sleep last night. Sadies are excellent. Yeah, they are. R.I.P. Dallas, good. Zombie Surf, Camel Walk. Yes, Camel Walk. I think I did a lesson on that. It might have been on the Patreon. Thank you very much. Walk Like a Camel. Not recording studio to do a new record. Right, I'm going to give you a clue. You're all quite close there. So with this competition to win a t-shirt, what am I doing on Tuesday? It is band related. It is band related. Something to do with my band X-Ray Cat Trio. What could we be doing on a Tuesday? What could we be doing? Eating a pizza. I might well do that. That's not what I'm after. I do love pizza. Who doesn't? Come on. So, you okay there, Ivy? She's just, let's have a look. What's she doing? She's just sat here looking at my notes. She's helping me. He likes to sit on the desk. So, Chainsaw Church. Shooting a video. Is not far off. Auditioning a new member. Recording a new record. Single, going on tour. We're you're very close. Very, very close. No contract, no. We've got a record label that we're very happy working with. Property of the Lost. It's just a guy called Carl who's just a lovely dude, and if I come up with a crazy idea, well, not that crazy, just to release some music, he's normally up for it. Bob Smith, photo shoot. He got it. You got it, Bob. I think you're the first person to say that. So, Bob, you've won a t-shirt. You let me know how to contact you, and I'll get your address, and you can have this t-shirt. Or let me know your size, and then yeah, we'll talk about that. So, back to my Patreon questions. Anything else? So, B.A. I don't know how you say that, but his Patreon name is B.A. Any practice routines? So I don't really have a practice routine anymore at the minute. I do. I've been neglecting the practicing. I'll be honest with you, because I've had a lot of other stuff that I've been doing. A lot of drawing. I've been practicing my drawing. So I've been doing flyers and just doodling and trying to get better at that. So that's kind of weird, the fact that I'm a guitarist, but I've just decided I want to learn something new. Having said that, I'm learning a new song every week and transcribing it. So in a way, I am practicing every day. I'm playing every day, but it's not the same as right, I'm going to practice my triads, which I need to do, which we probably all need to do. So I think I finally go through phases of practicing. During lockdown, I had a lesson with Daniel Donato. He got me to kind of really double down on the pentatonic shapes, and I practiced those like 2 minutes a shape every day. So like 5 times 2, like 10 minutes. Like I say, I can't do simple maths, but I'd be there for quite a long time practicing my scales. Ooh. And I'm a little rusty because obviously I've not been doing it as much. But yeah, so I go through the phase of doing that. So yeah, sorry, to answer your question, what I would say is it depends what you're wanting to learn. If you want to improve your lead playing and knowledge of the neck, I would suggest some pentatonic practice. Learn all those 5 boxes. You got 1, 2, 3. Nope. Oh, I need to practice that. 4. So yeah, I'm messing it up. So I would go back and just practice that, and then 5. So that's something you could do. But also playing along to a record, I find, is the most fun, and it will get it's fun, it's rewarding, and it will get you used to playing in time and using your ears and playing along with another with a band. So I would say just do it. Like, instead of a practice routine, just keep playing, learn songs, try and learn an entire song from the start to finish. Just keep doing it. You're going to improve whatever you're doing. But yeah, a bit of focus on something is good. Like if you want to get better at scales, double down on your scales. If you want to get better on your fretboard knowledge, actually try and learn the notes on your string on each fret. And again, that's something I'm well rusty with. It takes me a while, unless it, you know, there's some like ones that are really obvious to me, like the lower down strings, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. As soon as we start getting up here, I can work it out, but it takes a moment. You want to be able to like get it like that. But I'm you know, I'm not like that either. So that was yeah, that was an answer to BA there. Let me look in the chat and see what's going on here. Congratulations, Bob. Well done. Yeah, we'll sort that out. Big Little Baby Lesson by The Rev. That's a great song. I think I started looking at that actually. Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good one. I don't know why I didn't finish that. Maybe it was quite difficult, but maybe I should go back to it. When you're in a band writing songs and gigging, you've never practiced. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's like if you're touring in a band and you're playing like every weekend or throughout the week, then that, yeah, you're getting tight, aren't you? It's like you're practicing playing live. It's like you don't need to rehearse as much when you're out on the road because you learn as you're doing stuff. Absolutely. So you could just get out there and do it. Badass Word, I'm an illustrator and sculptor who tries to play guitar, drums and bass. Oh, cool, Badass Word. I'd like to see what you do because I've been following a few illustrators, and there's a guy on YouTube called Chris Piazik. I don't know if you know that guy, but I've just been watching his videos every day and like getting little lessons from him. And he's kind of doing a similar thing to what I'm doing, but with like lettering and illustration, and I've really been enjoying that. So yeah, I was considering getting some lessons or something, but I think just doing it is really good to do. Cheers guys, was chilling playing 5-string open G on my telly. Cool. You're doing the doing a bit of Keith Richards. Hey Punk Rocket. Paul, have you ever considered learning a different instrument like banjo or piano? Yeah, I've learned banjo to a degree. I can do a bit of the claw hammer thing. I had a banjo, but I sold it when I needed some cash. I would love a banjo. That's something I'll get later on. Piano, I can play a few chords, just enough to do some like padding out on the backing tracks. But yeah, not proficiently. Kitty, Daisy and Lewis, yeah, they're cool. Cool. Right, so we've had the competition. I've got a few more questions to go through here, and we can look at that other Danelectro pedal. Matt Barr. Okay, yeah, Matt Barr on Patreon asked, could we look at like a Ramones song and turn it into a Billy tune, like a rockabilly style. There's actually a band called the Rockabilly Ramones. I don't know where they're from, but they're quite kind of funny. So like, I don't know how you do it. Let me tune up. Basically, they take the songs and they kind of twang them up a bit and maybe do a bit more shuffled. Forgotten all the words now. What? Yeah. 25, 24 hours ago, I wanna be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go home. I wanna be sedated. I can't remember how it goes, but yeah, they kind of do that sort of thing. I didn't know I was gonna sing today. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So that Rockabilly Ramones. It's been done. Paul asked, are there any go-to licks that I always play? I guess, yeah. So like last night, for example, there's a few things that are like in the safety area that I'll just like, this move here, say I'm playing in A, so we're playing in a key of A, this little one, like that little 8th fret on the E string, 7th fret on the B string, and then back to your double stop on the 5th fret. That's like just Bloody Mary. That's like a no-brainer, and you can literally just hit those 2 notes. And if the band is like moving chords behind you, it's gonna sound ace. And you just hold the guitar up high, and everyone thinks you're amazing, even though you're just playing 2 notes. That's like a Brian Setzer trick. I remember him saying like something like, it's about the showmanship sometimes, you know, you can just like pick 1 note and hold your guitar high, and most audience members, they're going to be more impressed with that than shredding a billion notes. Because I'm not a shredder, like I wish I could be, but I've not put in the time to learn that style, so I'm a little slower, and I just like finding those notes that sound cool, and that just feel good. But yeah, my go-to licks, it's all minor pentatonic stuff. That one, and double stop, Chuck Berry basically. I try and avoid anything that's like what's that? Is like classic blues licks that you just hear everywhere. I can't even play it that well. Yeah. But then someone who plays blues might be like, well, I don't want to play that rockabilly muck. But I do try and kind of make it not obvious if I can. How would you do that? I don't know. I like these discordant notes. When you play the 2 notes that are next to each other, so this note here, you can play it on another string. Playing together, it sounds almost like nightmarish. That's kind of fun. If you stick that in the middle of a solo, that sounds cool. Yeah, that's all the questions from the Patreon. So that's the kind of thing that you can get out of being a patron, is I'll answer your question on my TV show. Trying to learn the solo from Love Gone by Kiss. Like, clean it up. Okay, cool. You're doing your own version of it. Yeah, Kiss are fun. I think, Paul, you like Kiss, don't you? Right. Okay, I'm going to turn that slap back off. Let's look at this other pedal that we got here. So we got this guy here, Rocky Road. Now I got this because in one of my bands called the X-Ray Surf Vehicle, we have a keyboard player, Naomi, and she's got herself quite a simple setup. It's a keyboard, it doesn't have many sounds on it, and we just wanted to try this. So it's a spinning, what's it say? It's a Rocky Road spinning speaker. These are also, I don't know if you can get these anymore. I got it off Marketplace for about £40. But yeah, it's meant to emulate, you know, your spinning speaker, a Leslie speaker that you would get with a Hammond organ. So let's just whack that on. Let's hear it without anything first. That's my sound. All right, let's stick that on. Let's get the spinning speaker on. Okay. I'm going to change to my P90 for a bit of a warmer. So it's got a drive on there. I've got it quite low. Oh, there we go. Let's clean it up a bit. I guess it kind of sounds like a spinning speaker. You can change the speed a bit here. Let's turn the speed up. That's not really done much. It's also got that kind of Jimi Hendrix style to it. That's apparently on slow. Let's put it on fast. And turn the gain up a bit. Afraid I don't know much Jimi Hendrix. What's that one? And there's a ramp button on there that's meant to change the speed, I think. Mess around with these. There's a little something there. It's not doing loads for me, to be honest, but it's just a bit of a texture. I don't know, what do you think? I'm probably not selling it, am I? There we go, I can hear that. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Don't know what I did there to make that happen. I've turned the speed up. It's on fast. I guess that'd sound cool on like a sort of soul record or something, maybe. What was that? I did the Black Sabbath cover. How did that go? I don't remember. So because I'm learning like a different song every week, it's like one goes in and another one goes out. I think that's what's happened there a little bit. Let's look at the chat. The Kiss is an old man thing, maybe. Robin Trower. I was in Guitar Center on Friday, playing God of Thunder, and this guy got excited and turned his head. Not into Van Halen. Fair enough. I was going to try and play some, but yeah, brain dead. Like I said, late night, got back at 6 a.m. That's my excuse. And I think I'm pretty sure I showed you my tremolo last time, didn't I? That's old news. We can have another little look at that, because it is real nice. There she is. Probably see it a bit better now. Nice. Well, guys, I think I've told you everything I needed to tell you, and I've gone through all the questions. We've looked at some pedals, done the competitions. Bob has won his t-shirt. I've told you about Slackjaw. You can get your 15% off with the code in the description below. I'm also gonna tell you again what I told you last week about my gig I'm putting on. So last week I showed you a poster that I made myself, but this week the proper one has been made. Here we go. Check it out. X-Ray Rumble. I'm going to do a close-up on this because it's worth it. The guy that did this is called Bobby Abbey. Maybe I should do it next week. I'll do a competition to win one of these because it's so good. Let's see if I can make this work. Yeah, check it out. So he's done this all by hand. Let's take a little look back. Ooh. Ivy likes it too. Check out, we got a Frankenstein Monsters rocking dude. We got a Snake Lady monster. And then all these little dudes down here, these kind of rat fink, kind of lowbrow monsters. And then you've got all the bands playing: X-Ray Cat Trio, Real Losers, Cave Girl and the Neandergals, Mandelbro Shakes, Suitcase Rags, Ray Waters from the Zipheads, Shank and the Shivs, Snake Rattlers. It's free entry, but you want to get a ticket just to reserve it. 2:30 p.m. On 20th of April, Easter Sunday. Hey chicken. You can't go, I'm afraid. You have to stay inside. At Brunel Social Club, Leeds. And yeah, next week I'll give away one of these posters. I'm going to put some up around town. What else was I going to tell you? What are you up to, Ivy? Are you going to sign it? Okay, I'm just going to rescue that. Excuse me, my love. Thank you. Whoops. Yeah. So finally, just to update on the Patreon, I've updated the tiers. Now I've named all the tiers after Cramps songs. So if you're already a Patreon, you don't need to worry about this because nothing will change. But if you're considering signing up, I've got 4 tiers. The first one is Human Fly, and with that it's just like a tip jar for £5. The second one is Teenage Werewolf, and that's where you get all the tabs. I think that's £12 now. Then the third one is Goo Goo Muck, where you get tabs, backing tracks. You also get a bonus video. That's for a little bit more. I can't remember what I put on there. And the final tier, there's only 3 places for it. It's Elvis Kin Christ, which is also a Cramp song. Now, on that tier, you get all the stuff that you get with the paid tiers, but you also get 1 lesson with me a month, and it's 80 English pounds. But with that, you get a one-on-one lesson with me, which we would arrange, and you also get all the tabs, backing tracks, 4 years of me being on the Patreon doing this. So yeah, that's what's new. There's 3 of those places. If you want a lesson with me, you can also throw me an email if you want to do that. I have got a few slots available for teaching. So yeah, give me a shout if you'd like to do that. So we're getting to the end of the hour. I think an hour works quite nicely for these sort of things. So I'm just going to make sure I've not missed anything in the chat. Matt Barr, if I got a one-on-one lesson, like a deep dive on Sleepwalk. I really like the Brian Setzer version, personally. I've had a go at learning that. It's not easy, but it's fun. The artwork looks killer. It does. I'm so proud of this poster. and so happy that Bobby could do it. Bobby Abbey, if you check him out on Instagram, he's from Leeds. He's got like loads of murals around Leeds, in some bars and on the walls just in town. I might do a little video about him actually. That's not my drawing, no, but that's what I wish it was. I'd like to be able to do that sort of thing one day. I think he did it with ink. Easter Sunday's perfect day for an all-day rave up. It is, and everyone's got the next day off. The Monday bank holiday, so there's no excuses. Yeah, if you're in the UK, fancy a trip up to Leeds, but do try and get a ticket on the Brudenell Social Brudenell Social Club website. You can reserve a ticket, and it lets them know how many people to expect. Could you do more stuff with the theremin? Yeah, I'd love to. What kind of stuff would you like me to do with that? Because I've done a demo. Yeah, I could maybe do a little project. I've been thinking about doing another Bandcamp demo thing. I did one about how to make a surf record. Sorry, like a surf track. Someone asked me to do a rockabilly one. And yeah, that's something I've got coming. I've got a new rockabilly backing track. I did a collab with my friend Ben Bowers, who's just setting up a new a new studio. I got him to do some backing tracks for me. Sci-fi kind of rockabilly, yeah. Keep at it. It's more about creativity than technique. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe me and Badass Wood need to swap some ideas, because yeah, I'd love to do more drawing. I just find like it switches my brain off when because I often, my brain's just working overdrive and I can't relax, but when I'm drawing, it just shuts my brain up. It's really good. Right guys, I'm going to sign off. It's been lovely. Thank you for hanging out. And let me see, am I going to be here next week? I should have done this first, really, shouldn't I? Let's look at the calendar. I've got a feeling I'm busy, yeah. Or I might be free. It might be later on next week. But I'm going to say, yeah, let's do it next week. It might not be 5, it might be later. But if you want to keep in touch, I'll be posting on Instagram. I'll be on YouTube. I've got a few shorts I'm going to be posting. Instagram is my main place where I talk about stuff. There's the Discord as well. I need to get more active on there, but if people want to join, let me know. Right guys, see you later.